Welcome to the daily market outlook. We are about to check the charts and see what the market is offering us today. To start off, we would be looking at the major dollar pairs, which is EURUSD, GBPUSD, and AUDUSD. Then we also would look at gold. At the moment, if we watch gold, what can we see on gold? For gold, we can see that we've had this sell-off to the left. The price sold. My problem is whether we are going to see this sell-off from this point back to the lows at the moment. If by chance we take out these highs, there's a possibility that we could run for these ones as well. I'm not really sure about the direction right now on gold, but we are expecting to see some reactions from these highs. Maybe a sell-off to trap some buyers, or let me say early buyers who want to buy to their eyes. So far my eyes are drawn back to these lows at the moment. If we open price action to the 4 hour, what we can see is we have just tapped into this brand new zone at the moment. We have these lows, or we could even include these ones to our left. We open price action on the 4 hour. What we like to see is a move that's trying to trap these buyers for us. So on the 1 hour, what we can see is that we mitigated this price action with this candle because these sell off taking out this low, inducing people. I mean, we've seen this reaction move to the upside. From there, then we open the 50 so that it will be clearer. From there, what we are seeing with price action is that we are buying to the highs. As you can see, we have just taken out these highs once again. So we've had this break of structure, and we've had the second one. This is not the best price action we would like to see because it could lead to an inducement of sellers for their consideration, because there are loads of buyers at this point. Maybe this could cause a reaction of buyers back to their highs. I don't know for sure. Maybe it could be that we trap these buyers at the moment, and then we see this happen all the way to the highs. It's not the best price action, but is what could possibly happen. For these buyers, they are still in a cut. I believe maybe if this is a failed reaction, this reaction doesn't send us all the way to the highs, we could see a continuation back to these lows for gold. So yeah, we just at this moment I think we should remain vigilant with price action and see what would happen. If we move to EURUSD on starting with the weekly time frame, what we can see is that we have mitigated this price action to the left, and it has caused us to sell off once, and we had this reaction with this. It caused us to move to the outside and sell off again. So we've had double break of structures to the left. We built liquidity at the highs and also some potential liquidity at the lows. I believe we could see EURUSD move to the highs, but there's still a possibility of it moving back to these lows. For today's price action, when we open the daily time frame, because we are very uncertain of where price is going, we would like to take the most obvious direction. At the moment, what we can see is that we have mitigated this zone to the left, and it's causing some moves to the side. I believe no matter what we see, we need to get that inducement. That inducement, that is going to send what price to the upside, or an inducement, which is where it's going to lead towards another inducement and then move to the downside. So that's it for EURUSD. So when open price on the 4-hour time frame, what we can see at the moment is that what we've had this move which is coming for these lows. So what we would be looking forward is an inducement probably to this low. To our left, that could happen. Maybe after this low goes, we might get what a move that will send price what to the downside. Because I don't believe price action would like to what buy all the way to the highs, probably taking out this high, which is what respecting. I don't believe that would be the case. I don't think price would like to move to these highs right now. I believe we can see what a little bit of sales, maybe to this low, the most obvious inducement area. So moving to GBPUSD, starting with the weekly time frame. What we can see here is that what we are respecting this liquidity to the left, which has caused price to move to the downside, taking out these buyers, induced sellers, and we can see that what price is moving back to the highs. And we can see that we have this liquidity still remaining to the left, which we want to see it what take out. But even though it's what liquidity which what was engineered when this area what mitigated this, is still is its own zone, and we need to see what that inducement before we could see what price move to the upside. And as we can see, we have somewhat bias at the side, which I've already drawn the line, which I want to see what get trapped, then we would see the continuation back to the highs. So I'll be looking for that sales. At the moment we can see that what we've had this break of structure, then we're seeing what price move to the upside, induced bias, and what we are moving back down to the lows. Price is at a very dangerous area. We need to what wait and let price what give us the direction. I believe you could see what a sell from here. We trap some early what sellers, induced bias once more, then we would see the continuation to this lows or GBPUSD. So GBPUSD, I think we need to what wait a little before we see that move to the downside. For AUDUSD, starting with the weekly time frame. For AUDUSD, with a weekly time frame, for the longest time I've been looking for these lows to go. I'm still not sure about what price wants to do. Maybe you might what get a sell off from here to the lows, or price will what continue to the highs. So very uncertain for AUDUSD. But because of the other pairs bearishness, I believe we would also see some bearishness from AUDUSD. AUDUSD, we pay attention, we can see that what we have just stabbed out this high to the left, and from there what price action is what very bullish. I believe we should see what a sell trapping some buyers, then we would see a continuation. So we can see we are mitigated with this zone up to this high. Let's see, maybe we can have some buys to the highs after taking out this high. Then we have the what row inducement, then the continuation. For today, for AUDUSD, let's expect some sells, but not the cleanest price action for AUDUSD. So, but I can see that we have what engineered some liquidity to the highs. Okay, it's not engineered liquidity, it's just a record structure. So yeah, that'll be all for today's daily market outlook. I'm really interested in GBPUSD shorts. See you tomorrow. Bye.